Hellcat.
What's the worst part of this hell? I can only blame myself. Cause I know you're poison, you're feeding me poison.
Hello and welcome. This is Wolf Studios in the house today. I'd like to be talking about a little bit about hidden disabilities, as it is a major issue in today's society. One of the issues I'd like to talk about, and we're going to start off with a part one, autism, is that people sometimes see autism as weird, or people may say that you're disrespectful or rude, and that you're basically just an ungrateful brat. The reality is, no, people with autism are slightly different than others. I'm a 23-year-old adult, going to be 24 in September. And I know I have a ton of issues with socializing and communicating with others. I find it very hard to interact with people. One of the things that I came across on is that during a family event, when I was practically being ignored, instead of starting a conversation and stuff like that, at the end of the whole event, I tried expressing how I felt, like, you guys ignore me, you guys are not talking to me. One of the few things is, I don't start well with starting off a conversation, and it's extremely frustrating. And for most autistic people, it is. Socializing, communicating, and other stuff is really, really difficult. Autistic people tend to fidget a lot, and for me, as an autistic person, a 23-year-old autistic person, for me, I like to have my hands on something at all times. Like, when I was younger, it used to be a toy, a fidget toy, a pencil, or just anything. Now, as it is now, I like to have my hands on my phone or a remote controller, like video games and whatnot. I just like doing stuff with my hands. It makes me feel good. Most people will say that autistic people, when they fidget, are spazzing. That's just not true. We think differently, we do things differently, but that doesn't mean our perspective is different. We still have the same perspective, we just tell it differently than others. Like, I was basically trying to write a letter to my Aunt Wendy, who is also my sister-in-law. Extremely complicated scenario, which I will probably go into in another video. I was saying that people with a disability, you can't treat everybody the same. Just like people don't wear the same size shoe. One person might wear a 6, the other person might wear a 6.5, a 7, a 7.5, etc., etc., etc. But that's how it is. People with disabilities, well, I'm just going to say it now. They're no different than anybody else. We think differently, we speak differently, but in reality, we're the same. My terminology is, we're human, whether you like it or not. We bleed red. Doesn't matter if you're black, white, blue, purple, or green. We all bleed the same color. We're human, just like everybody else. So, if somebody is saying that somebody with a disability is weird, or they need to fix something, or they're acting out just because, or I've heard this one before, your child needs a good beating. No, we just want to feel understood like everybody else. I like to say that we don't really like those terms because we're human. There are certain things we like and dislike, just like everybody else. But fidgeting and communication are two of the big ones. And I'll be making more videos on this very topic in later time, because I really do feel like that society needs to change their way of thinking, because it's disrespectful and it's not right. So cutting this video short, I got stuff to do. This is Wolf Studios signing out. Have a good one, guys, and be sure to spread awareness throughout the world. And enjoy yourself. Bye!
What's the worst part of this hell? I can only blame myself. 'Cause I know you're poison, you're feeding me poison. Addicted to this feeling, I can't help but swallow up your poison. I made my choices. Every night I'm living like there's no tomorrow. Anywhere you want me, baby, that's the way you got me. I'll be yours. My story's gonna end with me dead from your poison.
Cut.